we need you to say a few words.
I think I was really lucky because the people who donated were really generous. And I'd like to thank my parents. They really helped me. And they connected me to some really nice people. And I actually worked with this NGO in the summer. And I got to see the kind of work they do. And it really inspired me to collect money for them. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
On a personal note, Adiraj, can I add, I also went to the Calcutta International School, so keep the flag flying.
You know, Tara, just before you leave, you know, you're a mother to two gorgeous children and two gorgeous young boys, actually. And since we're talking about, you know, giving and, you know, how do you inculcate values of giving, you know, amongst your boys?
Honestly, I think it actually comes quite naturally to kids, and I think it's up to us as parents to guide them. Just a couple of weeks ago, our younger son, who's 5, they were learning about different seasons, and in the course of learning about you know, this different seasons, they talked about summer, and it came out that in summer the floor gets really hot, and they talked about how less privileged children, their feet might burn. So they decided with the help of the teachers to collect some funds to buy chappals for the children. And it wasn't much, it was very little, but honestly I was quite embarrassed because I found my young 5-year-old going to our domestic help and saying, please paisa de do and all that. And initially I was a bit aghast, but I realized, you know, they just know instinctively how to do it. And what I would find a little awkward, they just do quite naturally. And when they raised the funds, we went to BJ home on Monday, and it was amazing to see because, you know, the kids obviously all played together, gave the chappals. Honestly, their complaint was, if they've got some, can we also get some? And it made you realize, you know, it's all about equality. It's all about what the marathon stands for, running together, not just raising money for each other, but running side by side. I think Rahul Bose, in one of the first editions, he said, the marathon is one of the biggest levelers, and I think that's one of the things that it walks the talk. You know, you're raising money for these incredible causes, but you're also running side by side with people who perhaps you're raising money for. So I think kids teach us. Thank you. Thank you.
Tara, if I could throw one at you before you go, given that you have been a participant at the last edition, was it deliberate that you have the exact same shade of the Standard Chartered green that you're wearing?
I promise I did not plan it. I promise, and if I'm really honest, which I won't because I'm not going to stand here too long, there's a small stain on this, which I shouldn't be sharing, but I was very close to changing it, but I'm very glad I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't as well because you're looking stunning. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a huge round of applause for the wonderfully honest, warm Tara Sharma. Thank you, Tara. Thank you so very, very much. So Gautam, under 21, what was your life like? And what were you doing?
Well, since I did mention the Calcutta International School, close to being 21, I was at the same school where this young man who just came up and picked up an award for having raised that much of money. I can tell you, I didn't have any such constructive dreams. I was probably just sitting there listening to music. You know, those days we didn't even have iPods. I'm dating myself here. And so it was a CD player, I guess, one of those giant CD players, and I would just be trying to make myself a playlist and not do anything as constructive as people today do.
You know, talking about CD players and music, don't you think it's time for a bit of, like, entertainment?
Are you going to sing?
No, I'm not going to sing, but we have someone really special who's going to do that.
All right. But I believe that it's extra special because, as you can see, we've got a lovely, clean stage here. We like it to keep it clean in more senses than one. And we're not going to have drums and guitars and all kinds of things up here on stage because...
Yes, because they're only going to be using their mouths and their lung power. Yes, we have an a cappella band who has worked with music directors like A.R. Rahman and Amit Trivedi. So without much further ado, could we please put our hands together in welcoming Raga Trippin. Come on, guys, a huge round of applause for Raga Trippin. change champions. Armed with grit, determination, dedication, these are individuals who are committed to raising 25 lakhs or more for causes that they believe in. It's truly an honor to applaud the zest with these individuals who are really sparking huge amounts of change in their communities.
And first up, to honor our first champion, I'd like to invite on stage Vice President and General Manager of Oberoi Hotels and Resorts, Mumbai, our wonderful hosts here, Mr. Sanju Soni, to honor our first champion. So firstly, thank you for being a wonderful host, as always. And I do believe you have the all-important envelope. Please do the honors.
The chain champion goes to Shanti Ekabram, raised 34.46 lakhs.
Yes, indeed. The President of Consumer Banking at Kotak Mahindra Bank, Ms. Shanti Ekabram, has raised an amount of 34,46,493 in support of SOPAN, of which she has been the chief patron for the last 14 years.
Ms. Shanti, could we have you say a few words? Yes, again. We can't have enough of you.
You want me to speak so many times? Yes. Thank you very much. This is indeed an honor. I've been doing this for the last 10 years, and I work for a cause of which I've been the chief patron for 14 years. It is in the field of mentally challenged kids and kids who have autism. And it's something that started out as a personal journey, and I'm really happy to see the way the organization has grown. And I'll continue to do it as long as I can. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so very, very much.
And for our next award, I'd like to invite our presenter, the EVP and Head of Marketing from Star Sports, Mr. Shubhranshu Singh. Would you please come up on stage, please? From good hosts to providing all the wonderful high-definition pictures that the world sees and makes the marathon even more exciting. The envelope, please.
Yes, the chain champion recognition and award goes to Mr. Sadashiv Rao.
A half marathoner and a long-time fundraiser at the Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon, Mr. Sadashiv Rao has raised 38,35,014 rupees in support of Isha Vaidya. In fact, Mr. Rao's efforts across the years has helped raise a total of 1,42,83,625 for his chosen charity. A volunteer at Isha Vidya for the last 8 years, Mr. Rao values the importance of making high-quality education affordable and accessible to the underprivileged children in rural areas. Mr. Rao, could we please have you say a few words?
This has been probably my 10th year that I have raised funds. It's a privilege to raise funds for Sadhguru and Isha. You should actually visit one of these rural schools to see the quality of these schools. It's fantastic, comparable with probably the best with the urban schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rao. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Where is Gautam? Where
I'm back. I got
disappear?
summoned.
Okay, Gautam. Who do we have up next?
Right, first I'd like to call upon the Honorable Minister for Animal Husbandry, Dairy Development and Fisheries Development from the Government of Maharashtra. Somebody I had the pleasure of meeting a few days ago and who's very, very optimistic in the government helping out in anything to do with the betterment of tourism and other related activities in the city of Mumbai and around Maharashtra. A very optimistic gentleman, if I may so say so, and I'd like to request him to come on stage, accompanied by the wonderful Shaina NC. Shri Mahadev Jankar.
This is the only minister that gives a woman a chance.
How wonderful.
So a huge round of applause for Madhav Jankar ji. The award goes to KVS Manyan. Am I pronouncing it correct?
Yes.
And he has raised, oh my God, 4,53,000.
45 lakh.
Is it 45? Oh, sorry, 45 lakhs, sorry. 45 lakhs, 30,268.
There he is, a regular fundraiser at the Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon. He's a half marathoner himself. Mr. KVS Manyan has raised an amount of 45 lakhs, 30,268 in support of the Cancer Patients Aid Association of India. Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Manyan. Shaina, we can't let you go. So can you please say a few words?
It's a great honor to be here today and receiving this. I've done this now for 3 years out of the last 4 years, and every year has got better. In fact, this year I started with the aim of getting 25 lakhs, and I managed to get to 45. It's a privilege to be in a position, thanks to Kotak Mahindra Bank, SCMM, and United Way, to be in a position where I can help cancer patients who really, I have seen many of them struggle because they lack the funds to get the right treatment. So it's a privilege to be of help to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Manyan. Mr. Madhavji, can you say a few words, please, sir?